Hello and welcome to day 2 or episode 2 of Vlogmas 2023. I'm taking a walk with the dogs. It's early morning. That's the main routine, the only routine that we have when we go to take walks with dogs. Otherwise our life is pretty chaos. But I'm all wrapped up in it, and I wanted to show you, for those who are new here, this massive pullover. It's almost is like a dress for me. It is like a dress, but I've knitted this 4 or 5 years ago. For Mike, actually. Ooh, you see how easily distracted she becomes, but look at these acorns. They're spiky. Love this. Maybe I can use it for decoration. Thank you. Okay, so I've knitted this sweater for Mike 4 or 5 years ago, and it was my first one, and I kind of followed a random tutorial on how to make a sweater. They didn't give you any stitch count or any information on the yarns and all of that. It was just like how to construct a sweater, and it was bottom up, I think, and it has so many mistakes, but I love it. Mika doesn't wear it much, but I do. I absolutely love this. It's kind of like a beautiful, imperfect dress, and he doesn't wear it because it was my first sweater, and I kind of improvised with color work. I knitted lots of hat at that time, and I loved doing color work and changing the yarns. And I was like, I'm going to try to, do a little bit of color work, but I didn't know anything about tension, and I didn't know that color work kind of tightens the fabric, and the gauge becomes tighter, and so around the body the gauge is tighter, whereas at the bottom it kind of loosens up, if that makes sense. So it has this dress shaped construction, kind of. So yeah, it's not good for him. He doesn't like that type of shape, but I love it. I don't know how much I can show you, and it's just amazing. And also the shoulders, it's completely not perfect at all, but I love that I got to wear it in the end. And yeah, eventually I made him a better one a couple of years later, but I'm gonna wear this as much as I can, and it's 100% Swedish wool. I bought it at the local, when I was living in Sweden, I bought it at the local yarn store, and it was an affordable yarn. I didn't know how much I needed, so I kept on going there and buy more. But I love it. Now we reached a little water area, which is beautiful, and it's full of this very, very funny acorny shells. Maybe I can show you. There is a strange creature always still related to the acorns or the oak, but I want to show you this. Look, this is another acorny thing. I don't know what to call this in English, to be honest, nor in Italian. But you see the acorns are kind of inside, and this fluffy thing is their protecting shell. And then one day I was walking this road as usual, and I found this. Many of this is full of these ones, and I thought, oh my god, what's that creature? It looked like a creature, you see. And it turns out, you see that there is an acorn there. This is also a part of this acorn, or this, yeah, don't know even if that's the right terminology, but it's full, look. If anyone has any names for these creatures or knows more, oh my god, look at here, so many. Look at this one. Look at this one. It looks like a monster, a tiny little creature monster. My goodness, it's full here on this patch. Look at this one. I never seen something like this, and it's very fascinating. There they are. No, no. No, Mita. You like it? Look. There was an acorn inside that. But I wonder, what are you? Why are you doing this? Look at this. With the leaves too. Shall we bring one of these creatures into our home? This is, my god, look at this one. And I think there is an acorn inside there, but this is incredible. You want to come with me? Another one. I know that some of you might not be interested in this, but it's very fascinating, and I bet some of you are interested, like I am. So we're gonna bring these two guys with me. Very, very interesting. Look, another one. What are you? I'm sure these are creatures. Magical creatures. Let me see. Damn. Like, this is incredible. This is truly incredible, and actually very beautiful. Let's see. My battery is dying, but I'm gonna bring these little funky things at home. Maybe we can add them to our Christmas winter solstice altar decoration. And I'm gonna continue my walk. Thank you for hanging out, and I'll catch up with you later. Okay, I ate those delicious wood hedgehog mushrooms. Chef kiss. Knitting segment. I want to talk about this tiny project that I just started. I decided to do the Advent Mystery Mittens Knit Along. It's hosted by Nina from the A Crafter's Tale podcast, and I just love her designs, all of them. And I would never, or I would normally not follow any Advent or any mystery knit along because I need to know what I'm knitting. But when it comes to tiny projects such as mittens, and when it comes to Nina's designs, I just would absolutely follow her blindly. She has a wonderful style and her designs are beautiful. So I decided to take part of this knit along, and she said that it's going to be a 3 colors mitten design, and these were the colors that she wanted us to use, so a red, a white and a green. And her red is a lot more is a lot more red, like this one, but I don't have many reds in a fingering weight yarn, and this one I want to use it for another project. Look how gorgeous this is. I'm gonna cast on something with this beautiful yarn by the Athenian Maker. Is a botanically hand-dyed yarn. I have to find a perfect project for this because I want to wear it all the time. So I chose these 3 yarns. This is more like a rust or like brick brown red-ish rather than a red. This is an alpaca yarn. They're all kind of scraps. And this is Shetland Spindrift. They're all more or less fingering or like light sport way yarns, and I'm using needle size 2.25. So the way this Advent Mystery Knit Along works is that you buy the pattern on Ravelry or on Etsy, and she just sends you the PDF of each clue every Sunday, every Advent in December. So there will be, I think, 4 clues. And yesterday she released the first one, and I just started it. So I need to continue knitting on it. So it's going to be like a slow process. It's going to take 4 weeks, I guess. But I'm very excited to see how this will knit up. And I love the process of just be more intentional and slower with my knitting practices, because I've been quite, casting on and off one project after the other, and it's a little bit too stressful, and I don't need more stress in my life. So I'm going to be slow, and I'm going to bring you along with me as I work on this. And I learned a new technique, which is this Latvian braid. Let me tell you, to knit a Latvian braid is quite slow, and the yarn keeps on tangling up, and it's not super, super fun, but it looks so beautiful, very beautiful. So I'm gonna implement Latvian braids in some other projects, I'm sure. And so for now I'm using these 2 colors. They're beautiful together, and the nice thing about the fact that she releases a clue or like a section of the mitten every Sunday is that throughout the week you can finish the knitted part that she released previously on both mittens, so you can work on both mittens. So at the end of the knit along, you'll have both mittens finished. So that's very exciting. And yeah, this December I really want to be more intentional with my knitting practices, because I feel that, yeah, knitting is my safe space, but at the same time, like, I can get very frantic, like very stressed, and yeah, I want this to be a very slow and mindful practice. And I think I'm gonna work on this baby a little bit more today. And yeah, I'll work on the sleeves. So I'm gonna pick up some stitches and put stitches back on the needles. And I love to knit sleeves with tiny circular 9-inch, 25 centimeters circular needles, because I kind of just, it's fun, but it also depends how many stitches there are. Maybe it doesn't work for this one. I'll see. And I think I'll knit the body a bit longer. I'm thinking to do a split hem, so knit the back longer and the front shorter, but we will see. Very excited to work on this. And then, as I said, I want to cast on something that is kind of like simple with this yarn. This is 350 meters and it's 100 grams, so I could cast on like either an Oslo hat by Petit Knit, or a Sophie scarf, or like a shawlette, small shawl. I think it would be beautiful. I want it to be something that I'm gonna wear all the time. I don't know if I will have the energy to cast on a pullover for my sister. It's quite simple. It's like stockinette, and it's kind of like color blocks stockinette. But I already have 2 gifts for her that are ready, that I knitted, pair of socks and a hat. So I don't know if I really have the energy to cast on a massive pullover, but we will see. We will see. Okay, so that's the knitting update. I'm gonna pick up stitches here and work a little bit, and then I have to go to town to get some house building material. And I have to go to the landlord of this place and pay the rent. We have this agreement that I go there every month and I bring her cash, which is fine, because I go to town, once a month at least, like more than once a month, but still it's kind of like quite of a service that I'm doing for her. But it won't be for so much longer, I hope. So yes. Okay, I think I'll just wrap up the video here, because I have to do quite a few other things and then I want to edit it. Thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow or next time.